Welcome, teachers, students, faculty, staff, administrators, parents, family members, and friends to the Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. I am honored to speak before you tonight from the big screen. My real self sitting in my car is weirded out to see myself projected on such a large screen. However, when has our class not been unique and the epitome of the unexpected? In a way, this is a fitting send-off for the Class of 2020. Welcome to the slightly modified night you have all been waiting for since entering high school 4 years ago. I often hear that today is a crazy time and seems like the end of the world, that 2020 is doomed and that all the zombie apocalypse movies were wrong about how the world will end. Instead of The Walking Dead come to life or a massive tsunami from the movie 2012, we are faced with a virus which has unfortunately caused suffering in many of our lives. The world has been turned upside down and inside out, like I turn out my snack cupboard many nights before bed. And presently, though that may be the case, it will not define this evening and it will not define our future. The laws of humanity, of being human, have not fundamentally changed. We know them all very well. Indeed, we are all human no matter what shape, size, or color, and have been for the last 18 years. We all still yearn for human connection, friendship, and love, like we yearn for the latest and greatest excuse to stay in bed binging Netflix all day. We all still pile up outside Straw Hat stores after sunset and drive by the same grape fields to China Jade or on our late-night McDonald's runs. It's what makes Northeast, Northeast. I'm here to tell you that no matter what happens in the world, we are all human. We all share wonderful qualities which are to be recognized tonight. Due to the interconnectedness of the world we are inheriting, it can be easy to see the ugly parts of humanity. But what are we going to do with the power of viral videos and personal messages shared with the world on a never-before-seen scale? United, TikTokers, YouTubers, and Insta-influencers alike, we have the power to change the world. This virus has not turned us into monsters who are out to infect other people, but rather it has turned us into avid TikTokers dancing along to all of the trends. While social media and new technology have the ability to divide us, more importantly, it has the ability to bring us together in ways we probably would have never imagined before the Corona days. Endless Zoom calls with friends and Google Meet classes show us the power of human connection, just as we are now connecting through a one-of-a-kind drive-in graduation. This pandemic has revealed some of the deeply rooted issues in ourselves and in our way of life, by providing an opportunity to sit back and reflect. It has motivated us to be better and to cherish the time we have, as now we know that everything can change rapidly. Class of 2020, it is up to us to take the world we are given and the tools we have learned through adapting in a moment of great uncertainty to be the leaders of the future and the instigators of the change. Thank you for growing up with me and learning with me despite any and all challenges. We are persevering through an unprecedented pandemic at perhaps the most pivotal time in our lives, and what a story this will be to tell our grandchildren. I once again would like to welcome everyone to the Class of 2020 graduation. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Congrats.
Good evening, Dr. Hartzell, Dr. Rennie, Mr. Otis, faculty, friends, and family. I'm sure this is a bittersweet moment for us all. Just like the first day of high school, the last moments we share as a class emit an ambiance of auspicious uncertainty. Oxymoronic as it may sound, as we face the unpredictable reality of life beyond Northeast High School, we are looking at the beginning of the rest of our lives. Cliché as it may sound, little compares with the optimism of an unknown experience. Moving forward, it is important to remember that oftentimes we must accept the end of something in order to begin something new. Today stands as an ending, as well as a day for goodbyes. Some will begin to bid farewell to their quaint home in Northeast, while others will reminisce through tearful exchanges with friends and family. The bitterness of this moment has a purpose. Rather than to soil the festivities of the occasion, the hesitant sorrow we feel is the safe calling of home. Like a bird learning to fly, we must leave the comfort of our nest in order to spread our wings. Once we accept this end as an essential part to our soaring, we can see that today is not only a day for goodbyes, but a day for hellos. Today celebrates the hello of a prosperous new journey. So although today may mark the end of our high school careers, in the wise words of High School Musical 1, this could be the start of something new. Without further ado, I welcome my friends and their family to this graduation ceremony, and I unquestionably welcome each individual of the class of 2020 to their future.
There are races you Welcome, Dr. Hartzell, Board of School Directors, Dr. Renee, Mr. Otis, faculty, staff, family, friends, and the class of 2020. Sometimes, life does not go as planned. From the moment we set foot in the high school as freshmen, most of us have been planning what our perfect senior year would look like. We have been looking forward to the senior class trip, our final walk around the school in our caps and gowns, and even planning a senior prank that would outperform the ones before us. We have watched as the senior classes ahead of us have experienced all of these events, and we've anxiously waited for our turn. But our senior year ended unexpectedly. At first, realizing we wouldn't be returning to school and that we already had our last day without even knowing it was shattering. However, nothing is ever entirely bad. There is a balance between positives and negatives in every situation, but only our mindset determines which aspect we will see. As American settler and author Laura Ingalls Wilder once said, "There is good in everything if we only look for it." During this time, we have all found silver linings while having to quarantine and social distance ourselves, whether that be picking up a new hobby, sleeping in, appreciating valuable time with family, reading a new book, or even having time to watch Tiger King on Netflix. More importantly, this experience has made us all stronger and more adaptable. Our class was born during a national tragedy, and now here we are graduating during a global pandemic. One of the many ways success can be measured is by the challenges we face and the manner in which we react to them. When faced with difficult and uncertain moments, the class of 2020 will always be remembered for showing resilience. This unforeseen situation will not stop us from achieving our goals and aspirations because our class has chosen to view the positives instead of the negatives. Sometimes, life does not go as planned. I danced at a pre-professional ballet school for 13 out of my 18 years. I spent countless hours training, auditioning for summer intensive programs, and even took private lessons to prepare to perform at one of the largest dance competitions in the world, the Youth America Grand Prix. However, I never did get to perform because, much like my senior year, my ballet career ended abruptly after having an injury that prevented me from dancing at my full capability. I was crushed. From a young age, becoming a professional ballet dancer was my dream, and I worked so hard with the intention of making that dream become a reality. Leaving dance felt like losing a part of myself, my identity. I was worried I would never find a path that would bring about a passion as fervent as what ballet had brought me. But I did. It gave me the opportunity to explore new interests, and I soon found myself drawn towards social activism and legislative efforts. My life moved forward in a new direction, one that I never really expected, but I wouldn't want it to be any other way. Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like." As we take our next steps in life and enter a world beyond the walls of high school, we will experience many of these natural but unexpected changes. We must welcome these adjustments and stay open-minded. Some of us may change our major in college, maybe multiple times, while others may change their career path entirely. Some of us may lose a job, or maybe we will struggle to get hired. Life is extremely unpredictable, but we need to trust the journey even if we don't always understand it. Some of the best opportunities in life come from the least expected moments. Sometimes, life does not go as planned. Sometimes, we will experience failure. Many people in this world have failed and were faced with challenging situations, yet turned out to be great successes. Walt Disney's first cartoon business went bankrupt, yet he became one of America's greatest pioneers of the animation industry. When Alexander Graham Bell first presented the telephone to an investor, the company executive scoffed at the idea. We all have our own dreams and ambitions, and it's not failure that will stop us from achieving those goals, but giving up. Those who succeed do not stop at anything to achieve their dreams. They use the tough moments in life as fuel to grow and to be better than the day they were before. Because we are all human beings, we will experience failure, and not only will it be inevitable, but it will be necessary. We must embrace the difficult moments as opportunities to learn and grow, because these experiences will make us stronger and wiser. Never give up because something did not go as planned. We must utilize these moments as a stepping stone to our goals. Unexpected times can also be a catalyst for a reinvention of ourselves that will lead us to a better future. Every time something does not quite work out the way we envisioned, it is because something better is ahead. Sometimes life does not go as planned. Everyone told us we had perfect vision because we are the class of 2020, but none of us saw this coming. None of us pictured our last quarter and a half of our senior year to be through a screen. None of us pictured our senior portfolios to be through Google Meet. None of us pictured our graduation to be pre-recorded, standing 6 feet apart. We may not have a perfect vision of the future, but we are the vision of the future. Even in one of the most unprecedented and uncertain times, we have overcome the challenges placed before us to finish what we started. When, not if, but when life does not go as planned, the class of 2020 will always be there to bring perseverance and optimism into a world dramatically changed. Our generation has been perfectly positioned to reshape the world. Class of 2020, I ask that you use your voice to create a healthier, kinder, and more just future for everyone. The world is ours, and I can't wait to see what we do with it. Thank you.
Northeast High School, here's to you, best in the land. Beneath the old gold and maroon, we will proudly take our stand. Classroom, study, field, or track, with you, dear, as our guide. No honor ever shall you lack, we'll win your pride.
Welcome Northeast High School, administration, faculty, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2020. This year's graduation ceremony is anything but normal. You're watching me on a video right now instead of being with me in this auditorium. No matter where you are, I would like to take a few minutes of your time to commemorate the individuality, spirit, and successes of the Northeast High School class of 2020. I must confess, writing this speech was no easy task. How do you even write a speech that is inspiring and appropriate during a global pandemic? A speech that is delivered to a camera in an empty auditorium. My classmates should be sitting next to me right now, with family and friends excitedly looking on as we finish our journey that has been the past 4 years of high school. As I searched for inspiration, a certain book came to mind, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. The theme of this book fits perfectly with the situation we are in at this moment. It is about a boy named Santiago who goes on a quest for hidden treasure, only to find that there really is no treasure after all. During his search, he faced many hardships, including robbers, warfare, and a grueling journey across the scorching Sahara Desert. Despite the adversity, what Santiago comes to realize is that the real treasure is the lessons he learned, the people he met, and the wisdom he gained along the journey. It is very disappointing that we are not able to have a traditional in-person graduation. However, instead of dwelling over the loss of the conventional end of our journey, we should all look back, remember, and reflect on all the great times we did have during high school. The real lessons come not from the end of the journey, but the journey itself. This is something I came to realize in the very English class that I first read The Alchemist, 10th grade honors English. The class was difficult, but it was a true testament to the benefits of persevering. I remember struggling to grasp concepts and feeling like the odds were stacked against me. However, when I reached the end of the year, I realized just how important and meaningful the lessons I had learned from literature were. It was hard, but it was worth it. Much of the wisdom I gained along my journey in 10th grade English still sticks with me today. This is true with the journey of life itself. All of the experiences we have, both good and bad, shape us into the people we are today and will become in the future. The journey molds us, builds character, prepares us for success, and teaches us how to deal with setbacks. Class of 2020, our journey. Where do I begin? First, I would like to express how grateful I am to have been able to spend the last 13 years of my life with many of you. And to those of you who are newer to the school district, I am glad to have met you. We are the class that has truly overcome so many obstacles in life and in school. I remember when we first entered high school together, and many believed that our class had a bad reputation. Over these past 4 years, we have completely broken down that reputation and proved to ourselves and to those around us that we are determined and unique individuals. We have all excelled in fields we are passionate in, fought for ideas we cared about, found lifelong friends, and displayed impressive school spirit. Remember, we did nearly beat the seniors for the spirit stick during our freshman year pep rally. Sometimes we are loud and exuberant, but in all the right ways. We know what we want, and we won't let anyone or anything stop us from achieving our goals. We are the class that brought back tailgating before football games. We are the class that cheered madly in the student section during sporting events, yelling so loud that the entire town could hear us, all in support of our fellow classmates. We are the first class in Northeast history to be able to decorate our graduation caps. Aside from our clear enthusiasm about showing picker pride and encouraging our peers, the class of 2020 has been extremely successful in all of our endeavors, whether that be in academics, sports, clubs, or jobs. We have gone to districts or states. We have earned honor roll, excelled in co-op programs, worked, trained, studied, and we have made it. Each and every one of us has persevered to this day, graduation. To my fellow seniors, your efforts and achievements do not go unnoticed, and I am proud to be a part of this distinguished class. Our success is due large in part to our own determination, but we could not have done it without the people who have been there to support us on our journey since day one. Thank you to all of our Northeast parents for raising such amazing children and being respectable mentors. Thank you to our teachers who never stop believing in us. Without the wonderful faculty at Northeast High School, we would not be where we are today. Thank you to all of our guidance counselors and coaches who helped us grow into amazing people over the past 4 years. Thank you to our administrators who are trying their best to make us feel celebrated during these unprecedented times. We are grateful to have been a part of this wonderful community of learners and educators during our journey here at Northeast High School. To my classmates, our valiant efforts, impressive successes, and memorable friendships are not all for nothing. Everything we did over these past 4 years still has meaning, and the lessons we learned will carry on with us to our future endeavors. Our graduation marks the end of our high school years, but more importantly, it marks the beginning of the rest of our lives. I would now like to leave you with some words of advice that I learned from The Alchemist. According to Paulo Coelho, people are afraid to pursue their most important dreams because they feel that they don't deserve them or that they'll be unable to achieve them. This fear that has been instilled in so many is what prevents people from chasing their most meaningful dreams. Class of 2020, we will not be these people. We are strong, impassioned, and adaptable. Like Santiago, we will face difficulties and disappointments in life, but we cannot let that stop us from persevering. We made it through high school, we will make it through this pandemic, and everything else life throws at us. Through it all, we will continue to grow into remarkable individuals. Every single one of us has the power and tools to succeed in life, and our next adventure is about to begin. Good luck, fellow graduates, in whatever your futures may hold. Never forget to appreciate the journey just as much as the destination. Thank you.
It is our pleasure to recognize 2 foreign exchange students who are part of this year's senior class. These students have been with us throughout the school year and have safely returned to their home countries.
Our first student, Victoria Locatelli, whose hometown is Bergamo, Italy. Her future plans are to go to college to study finance and economics. She also wants to study abroad again to continue to learn English. What she misses most is her host family and Sunday family dinners, her friends, her cross-country teammates, art class with Mr. Fordyce, and the Lake Erie sunsets. Victoria Locatelli.
Our second foreign exchange student with arguably the hardest last name to pronounce in Northeast high school history is B. Arakfutanen. Her hometown is Bangkok, Thailand. Her future plans are to go to university in Thailand to study international business. Eventually, she wants to be the owner of a healthy food business. What B misses most is her friends and teachers at NEHS. She loved the time she spent here and is so thankful for everyone that helped her. B. Arakfutanen.
We hope our new friends have enjoyed their experiences here, and we wish them the best of luck in all of their future endeavors.
Dr. Hartzell, Mr. Mobilia, members of the Board of School Directors, family, and friends, it gives me great pleasure to present the class of 2020 for the 101st Annual Commencement Exercises.
Dr. Hartzell, Mr. Mobilia, members of the Board of School Directors, family, and friends, it gives me great pleasure to recommend the class of 2020 for the 101st Commencement Exercises.
Northeast family, it has been an unprecedented school year, and we found ourselves in uncharted waters. Many times it was rough, and we were tossed around in the waves. However, no matter how difficult it may have seemed, we maintained our course and reached our destination. Seniors, sometimes life will take you off course. These past few months have challenged us to be creative, to be critical thinkers, to be patient, flexible, to put others first, and most of all, lessons of perseverance. If you continue to apply these challenges and opportunities to learn and grow throughout your lives, your possibilities will be endless. Thank you for demonstrating your unwavering school pride and strength throughout this school year, and remember, no matter how rough the waters get, maintain your course. Dr. Rennie, Mr. Otis, on behalf of the Board of Directors and the Northeast School District, I am honored to accept the senior class of 2020 for the 101st Annual Commencement Ceremony.
Hello, everyone. Families, faculty, administrators, and most importantly, graduates. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristen Frye, and I have been a math teacher here at Northeast High School for 35 years. I am retiring this year, and so in a way, I am graduating alongside the class of 2020. I am honored to be here with you. While honored, I am also very insecure about whether I can do justice to this job. I am not normally a speech maker and feel extra pressure to live up to expectations of what a graduation speech should be. I knew at the start of the school year that as a retiree I might be asked to give a speech, and honestly thought I would decline. I would be too nervous. I don't give fancy speeches, I teach algebra. Then March 13th happened. I had a senior homeroom this year, and I remember seeing their faces after the announcement that their movie day was not going to happen. I remember saying how sorry I was that their year was not going as they had expected. The class of 2020 has had nothing traditional about their senior year, so why should they have the traditional graduation speech? This is the thought that actually gave me the nerve to think I could do it. So here I go. I made an outline with just 3 words. First, unprecedented. Unprecedented is defined as never done or known before. I, as I am sure many of you, have never heard this word used more than recent times. The class of 2020 is unprecedented in many ways, not just the non-traditional ending of their school year. These are the people who were born in the era following 9/11. They have grown up in highly diversified times. Even before senior year, a couple unusual things happened. Their junior year, Christmas Fest 2018, was abruptly canceled. At the end of their junior year, their longtime beloved principal, Mr. Tanner, retired. This school year, we had circumstances happen that have never happened in my tenure. We started the year with a new superintendent, a brand new principal, and a brand new assistant principal, not to mention a new special education supervisor, as well as a new technology department. A complete turnover in the administrative team. In December, the day of Christmas Fest 2019, we lived through a code red that was not a drill. I thought that was the worst thing that I had ever been through, but we did not know that COVID-19 was on the horizon. On March 13th, school was canceled. We didn't know that day that it was the last day of our school year. Movie day was canceled, spring concerts were canceled, spring sports were canceled, the musical was canceled, prom was canceled. I thought graduation would be canceled, yet here we are. Unprecedented. My second word is resilient. Resilient is defined as able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. When I think about you, class of 2020, I believe that you are resilient. You can withstand and recover quickly from difficulty. You have strength even you do not know you possess. You can choose to look at our world with hope. You can carry us into these unknown times with positivity and pride. We, your families, your teachers, your administrators, are so proud of you. But you can be proud of yourselves. You are here. You did it. You are to be congratulated. My third word is enthusiasm. I found this next paragraph in my parents' high school yearbook. I am going to read what my grandfather, the principal, wrote to the graduating class of Mayville, New York in 1955. It's titled, Roads Ahead. Enthusiasm is something like the heat from a glowing coal fire on a cold winter day. It warms everyone who comes near, but before the fuel can warm others, it must catch fire itself. In your road ahead, enthusiasm can play an important part. It is not enough to be enthusiastic in one's mind. It must be outward. Most of its power comes from its effect on other people. To walk a little faster, talk a little faster, be a little more intense, be a little more vibrant, that is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is a personality trait you always find in leaders. So, young men and women, assume your responsibilities with enthusiasm. Cultivate the habit of instilling enthusiasm into others. Make enthusiasm a habit. No one knows what the future will bring, but you, class of 2020, are going to step away from Northeast High School and into a world that needs you. We need scientists, teachers, engineers, historians, writers, business people. We need free thinkers who are going to approach the world with sanity and rational thought. You may falter. Everyone falters. The whole world has faltered. But you may carry on with enthusiasm and resiliency. I know you are ready for your future. May you all continue to be unprecedented.
Abigail, Karen, Caviglia. Madeline, Ruth, Watts. Lauren, Elizabeth, Seliga.
Teresa Isabel Leonard. Mara Nicole Bennett. Lillian Renee Frye. Julia Aylen Sank. Amber Lynn Janis. James Joseph Piersol III. Timothy Quintin Sebolt Jr. Joshua Wayne Fike. Charles Michael Corey Jr. Scott Ford Jeppson. Zachary David Nishnick. Brianna Lynn King. Logan Harrison Kitts. Logan Nicholas Herring. Carter Lee Swabik. Dylan James Sayers. Trenton James Swagger. Alex Charles Helliker. Austin Wallace Robert Craig. Travis Lee Sweet. Jordan Jay Clutter. Jacob Anthony Zucalato. Hannah Elizabeth Garfield. Elizabeth Ann Bostwick. Mary Beth Christine Malone. Amariah Eden Babylonia. Kane Doyle Hammond. Isaac Robert Davis. Sarah Liana Kopta. Francis Fern Schoenfeld. Kalasia Corinne Ellsworth. Mackenzie Alexis Pohl. Brittany Marie McGurl. Jacob Rexford Fisher. Darren Michael James Lanigan. Jordan Nicole Harris. Paul Eugene LaRue. Sarah Eileen Kimmy. Elizabeth Delaney Courier. Alexandria Nicole Rodemoyer. Brennan John Petroff. Annabella Marie Triana. Caitlin Marie Spencer. Sophie Marie Durst. Marissa Michelle Hodges. Julius Edward Mills. Zachary Thomas Roth. Katana Elizabeth Lynn Smart. Jessica Rayanne Frazzini. Azalea Liberty Abrams. Damien Lee Trusty. Kevin Patrick Zucalato. Abraham Elijah Reynolds. Brian Patrick Zelnick. Anthony Jacob Haskins. Noah Michael Anthony Janes. Nolan Charles Reinsel. Tre Joseph Dillen. Max Jacob Galbreath. Jordan Matthew Britt. Dominic Allen Hubbard. Connor Combe Wallace. Matthew Brennan Furco. Tyler Caven Bertram. Haley Madison Russell. Brendan David Baum. Olivia May Burek. Justin Scott Stover. Jackson Leo Zaborowski. Danica Star Franklin. JD Ann Warnick. Matthew John Falutz. Madison Page Hill. Alyssa Faith Collins. Cassandra Lynn D'Orazio. Alyssa Grace Dorman. Colton Allen Reinhardt. Michael Anthony Nuara. Adriana May Fisher. Angelina Marie Kirby. Paige Alexis Grice. Aiden James Kemp. Jason Parmenter Sievers. Tanner Michael Kloss. Zane Andrew Courtright. Isaiah Matthew Peck. Emma Ray Beeman. Miles Leighton Henry. Sumner Paul Henry. Joshua Alexander O'Rourke. Dawson Jacob Jones. Connor Jacob Herring. Garrett Michael Whitmire. Anna May Malashevsky. Devin Michael Muscarella. Vanisha Renee Wyan. Timothy Bennett Applequist.
All right, Dylan, on behalf of the Northeast High School, I'm going to present you with this diploma. Say that you are officially a graduate of Northeast High School.
Cody Tad Birch. Anna Michelle Savita.
Who is the class of 2020? Let me share a few moments from this school year that define who they really are. Homecoming is a huge event for most high school seniors. It takes months to plan and prep for. Unfortunately, this year, things did not go as planned. But rather than complain or settle for mediocrity, these seniors adapted and led Northeast High School through one of the most spectacular homecoming weeks this school has ever seen. Winterfest. Last year definitely didn't go as planned, but the character, integrity, and leadership of this class was not going to let that happen again. The class of 2020 waited a year and worked so hard to bring this event back to all the students of Northeast High School. And then on that day, things did not go as planned. A lockdown that lasted nearly an hour shook all of Northeast High School to its core. But these seniors refused to let that event destroy the day. Demonstrating immense resilience, this group of seniors led by example and helped the entire school recover from a traumatic event. If all that wasn't enough, COVID-19 happens. Things definitely did not go as planned. In the blink of an eye, you had to adapt to online learning with the realization that all the events that seniors look forward to at the end of the year was taken from you. But you were flexible, you adapted, and as you have all year, you demonstrated unwavering leadership and resilience. So what should we call the class of 2020? The adaptive class, the resilient class, or should we just call the class of 2020 leaders? I think Mrs. Wilson said it best in her academic letter speech, and my predecessor, Mr. Tanner, who instilled these words and values in all of us. The class of 2020 is Northeast. You have achieved gold, and you have and will continue to win. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor and pleasure to introduce to you the 2020 graduating class of Northeast High School. Congratulations.
Every graduating class that has crossed this stage has thought that they were the greatest. In academics, in sports, in clubs, and in outside activities, their accomplishments were great and something to be proud of. But class of 2020, we don't have to think that way, because we're not just great, we're unique. We're a class born in the internet era, a class raised on Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, a class birthed into the world while not yet cognizant of the troubles we may face. These events shaped our world as we grew up in it. We look back upon the fond memories that have brought us to this point, such as playing cool math games in the computer lab, trading Pokemon cards or silly bands at recess, using our powers of persuasion to get people to buy those awful mint chocolate bars to raise money for our Gettysburg trip, or pulling all-nighters to finish assignments, and losing our voices after screaming so loudly during each homecoming week. These moments from our past remind us what has made us unique. We don't know what the future may hold, but again, to quote High School Musical, this time number 3, senior year, what we leave, what we take with us, no matter what, it's something we're a part of. Class of 2020, let us look forward into uncertainty, sharing our ambition and aptitude wherever we may go, and never forgetting our Northeast roots. This concludes our graduation ceremony.
The video will be available
on Facebook and our webpage
tomorrow at 8 p.m. Caps off to the class of 2020.
Obey all traffic laws, stop at all stop signs, and as always, be safe.
Thank you.